That particular freaking RDF that we are so glad has been freaking sanctioned. Makes me feel good. Makes me feel good to hear that RDF has been freaking sanctioned. It makes me feel good. Oh, can breathe. Makes me feel freaking good out here. Like I was saying, Rwandese, we need to work together on one thing. You don't have any money to send roses. We don't expect you to send gifts or whatever, or even send those hearts that cost one freaking coin. We know your pockets are empty. Just double tap the screen and share this live to every single Rwandese that you know. Tell them, come and listen to this freaking Congolese and the way that he's speaking about us. Share the screen, share the live. Double tap the screen, share the live. Okay, Rwandese? The rules is on live. The rules is on live, and we're going to talk about the fact that your supposed RDF, your armed forces, has been sanctioned. It's only befitting that the U.S. State Department of Treasury comes out here to sanction a freaking army that sometimes doesn't know where they are. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you think these Rwandese are quick enough to have gotten what I've just said and why I said what I said? Paul Kagame, are the Rwandan troops in Congo? You said, I don't know. Sanction them? Paul Kagame is the one who asked for these sanctions. When he said, I don't know. Larry, where are you, Larry? Somebody share this to Larry also. You people just share, man. Share this to Kagame also. And to Museveni. Don't forget about that Museveni. It's all a plan out here. And to that Nanga. Oh, I almost said share it to Willie. Yeah, what? Is that 2 below the belt out here? Is that 2 below the belt here? Huh? 20 freaking million Congolese, you people unalived. You want us to feel sorry or to show some form of remorse? What you talking here? Spokesperson of M23. Look here. You live by the guns, you die by the guns. It's a freaking law. Everybody knows it out here. You see what I'm saying? Yes, we are the good people. Proverbs what? Proverbs 11:10. We shall practice that. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yes, you freaking rebels are rebels. You're not freedom fighters. You're out here dropping bombs on displacement camps. You're out here raping women. You're out here doing the criminal things, committing atrocities left, right, and center, working alongside or fighting alongside that freaking RDF. Paul Kagame, let's go back to it. We will not miss a beat. We will not let you breathe. Paul Kagame, we will repeat this for as long as we can. We'll continue to milk this for as long as we can. Are the Rwandan troops in DRC? I don't know. If you don't know, we can sanction them. The Gen Zs of Rwanda, listen to me and listen to me well. The reason why your freaking RDF has been sanctioned is because your Excellency had the cockiness. That's the freaking term out here. The cockiness to again come out. After he said that he didn't know where his troops were, he had the what? The cockiness. He believes it was what? A joke. To come out here and say, sanctions. You're just foolish. By the way, these sanctions on the freaking RDF is only the beginning. Only the beginning. Only the freaking beginning. The cockiness to also come up on stage again recently to say, by the way, guys, remember when I released that statement when I said I don't know? You know, that kind of statement, you can't take me to court for it. The cockiness. The freaking cockiness. And for those of you that are joining us and you think Patrick Rules is just out here barking, by the way, let's address this barking thing. The rules. You see this guy here. You see this guy. You guys don't see it, but I'm wearing a freaking bulletproof thing right here. Doesn't matter what you freaking say to me. It never penetrates. So you can say you're just barking, you're just yapping, you're just talking. That's TikTok pay. You can throw your freaking insults towards the rules. It does not penetrate. There's a defense system here that exists out here that has the Holy Spirit written all over it. You don't have the freaking guts to put your freaking face up there like this guy. So shut up. You don't have the balls to come up here and give your opinion and open up this freaking comment section for anybody who feels the need to come in here and put their freaking 2 cents. We don't give a crap about your freaking opinion. We know what the truth is, and the truth is what you shall get. Very simple. And Mboka has nothing to lose. In 2026, after 20 million Congolese have lost their lives because of your supposed Paul Kagame, we have nothing to freaking lose. We come out here unapologetically. Unapologetically. For a lot of you guys, this is cockiness, this is arrogance, this is you are too full of yourself, you don't know what you're talking about. I couldn't give a crap what you think, mister. I couldn't give a crap. We are doing this for the many people that are currently displaced in Congo. We are so happy that RDF has been sanctioned to the freaking core because of the many people that are suffering in Congo. Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear? Do you hear? It's too much. Forgive Rwanda. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You want us to forgive people who are still disrespecting the territorial integrity of our country? Before they even leave, they were supposed to respect the Washington Accord. They signed. They supposed Hyena went to Washington to sign, and he signed. And immediately, he told his freaking proxy baby to move in. Alongside his supposed RDF. They signed. And they're still there, disrespecting what? The Washington Accord. Your freaking softness comes here to tell us, please forgive them. Forgive who? We need Rwandese outside of Congo, and we need to remove that freaking visa for the next 400 years. 400 years, no visas to Rwandese. For you to come into Congo as a Rwandese, you must be a Rwandese of good quality. We know that there are Rwandese of good quality that exist. We have a few. They're right here on my freaking WhatsApp. I travel with some of them. They have the guts, they have the free will to come out here and be completely freaking honest. They talk about that regime when you people are not watching. They're out here, they are friends, they're directly here on freaking WhatsApp. Rwandese of good quality, those are the ones that will be allowed in the creme de la creme. We're the Congolese people, the type that you never knew existed. This particular Congolese, you know, some of them are shocked to the freaking core. They expected every single Congolese to come out here and act and sound like the Congolese that they are used to. They think the Congolese are also only but those supposed Congolese that they see in the East. In the East, the ones that they've demoralized. You see the Congolese that the RDF has demoralized, have threatened so much with their freaking guns and all that kind of crap. They think that's Congo. That's the Congolese guy. They don't know that this Congolese of great quality, of tremendous confidence. We call it a practiced arrogance. A practiced arrogance. Yeah, in Mboka. They don't know that some of us exist. That's what they freaking shocked to the core. How dare you come up here on social media with that kind of tone and speak down to people? They call it speaking down on people. We tell them this is the freaking truth. They call it freaking hate speech because the truth hurts. Hey, you. The truth is this. Your Excellency has been looting from Rubaya. Looting from Congo. You know it's the freaking truth. Shut your mouth. I have to say shut your mouth because you deserve it. After 20 freaking million Congolese, it's shut your mouth. After 20 million Congolese, it's keep quiet, please. Are you out of your freaking mind? Look at how your regime, Rwanda, look at how your regime is acting because of what? Supposed 800,000 Tutsis that lost their lives in 1994. Because of who? Because of yourselves. Domestic problems. Who are Hutus? Rwandese. Extremists, Hutus, FDLR, Rwandese. Twas, Rwandese. Tutsis, Rwandese. Nobody did this genocide. Nobody committed this genocide against you. It was your own self. Domestic problems you brought to our show. We the creme de la creme, sent from above, le cœur de l'Afrique, the heart of Africa. We took you in. Come in, Rwandese, sleep on gold. Don't touch anything, keep your hands to yourself. No, yeah, you had to be a Tutsi. You had to be an extremist Hutu. You had to come out here, look at our gold, and start stealing and start looting. And 30 years later, we find ourselves with this charismatic individual, so freaking good looking, on TikTok in 2026, talking all of this just because you particular Rwanda that we took in, we gave you refuge, couldn't keep your freaking hands to yourselves. RDC, le cœur de l'Afrique. Yes, that's why we took them in. This genocidal mindset. Because we are le cœur de l'Afrique, is it our fault? What did we? We are too good. We are too good. And you Rwandese, you still have not built monuments. I keep saying this. Why am I the only person saying this? You Rwandese should have built monuments in Congo. No, in that Kigali. In that Kigali. You should have built monuments and museums and statues to honor us who took you in your 1994. You come out here so fast, so quick to say that you've rebuilt Rwanda, you've rebuilt Kigali out of the ashes. Out of the ashes. When it was ashes, who gave you refuge? The Congolais, the Monambokas, the people with what? Le cœur de l'Afrique. The heart of Africa, sent from above because we have love in our hearts. Still, we have never really retaliated against you people. FDLR is not real. I believe that you Rwandan regime, you work actually with those supposed extremist Hutus, just so that you can continue to use those letters, those abbreviations, FDLR, supposed extremist Hutus, as an alibi, as an excuse to have your what? Your RDF boots in Congo to do what? To loot. To loot, to loot. You steal from Congo, you build Kigali. You steal from Congo, you build Kigali. You steal from Congo, you build Kigali. And then you say, visit Rwanda. That's our Rwanda. It's got Congo written all over it. Besides the fact that you loot from us to build whatever it is, that you think you can brag with. You unalive 20 million Congolese in the freaking process. How can you ever repay us? How are we ever going to get to a stage where we start to live together as freaking neighbors? Yes, Pan-Africanists, yes, we want African unity. Guys, it's one Africa. How do you convince these particular freaking hyenas to live like decent folks? How? Rwanda will be soon one of our provinces, says Fiston. Is there another option? Is there another solution? We have to make that Rwanda the 27th province of Congo. It's for your good, Rwandese, you civilian folks. It's for your good if the Democratic Republic of Congo comes up here and takes up the task of making you a part of our country. We would actually be having to spend a lot if we take you in to be the 27th province of Congo, because there are no natural resources in Rwanda. There's nothing we want in Rwanda. There's nothing we can really gain from in that freaking Rwanda. Nothing. It's extra cost. Extra cost. Miscellaneous. We have to use the resources from the other 26 freaking provinces to take care of the 15 million Rwandese. Yeah. Yes. Why would we want to just give ourselves extra freaking headache? We have to rebuild our country. There's so many things to do in Congo. Now we need to, that's why I've always said the Jipota. I've taught you people, you Rwandese, that word. You should know what Jipota means. The Jipota, I just love the way it sounds. The freaking audacity, the Jipota of these freaking Rwandese to come up here and say, it's always Kinshasa's plan to come up here and change the regime in Rwanda. If we decide, if we want, if we ever thought, if we've ever entertained the idea, the knowledge, the freaking ideology to put a regime change there, it's only because you piss us off all the time. Yeah. We don't want to keep dealing with the freaking East. Why are we dealing with the freaking East all the time? Because that peanut country is, yeah. And it's not just you. It's that freaking Uganda there also. Not the civilians. At least the Ugandan folks, the Ugandan civilians, the Ugandan people have more freaking morals than the Rwandese. We're talking about you civilians now. We're not talking about those regimes. Both regimes are wrong. Our issues have always been with the regimes. But to give you our opinion about you, the Ugandans have more freaking morals than the Rwandese. And the Ugandans, although their free speech is suppressed, they still come out here and exercise strength to still speak. They're in my comment section all the time. Museveni must go, M7 must go. Thank you so much, Mona Mboka, for speaking for us. Those ones, I like those Ugandans. Those Ugandans, the rules loves you. Yo, you guys, You remind me of the Gen Zs of Kenya. When they disagree with the freaking regime or with freaking Ruto, they come out here and they say Ruto must go. The Ugandans are also out here doing the same thing, saying Museveni must hamba, Museveni must go, Muhuzi must go. You freaking Rwandese, you don't have any freaking morals. You know why? Because you know damn well that that's supposed Paul Kagame is involved in freaking atrocities in Congo. You don't give a crap. You don't give a freaking crap. You're lying. So the whole freaking world is just wrong out here. So you Rwandese, you answer this freaking question for a second. Why does everybody freaking hate you? Why is everybody out here just against you? Why? Rwandese, speak. They cannot come for me because they know any one of these freaking Rwandese who decides to come for me and create these freaking memes and all this type of stuff, especially on that freaking X, if I put my mind to it, I just don't want to. Because I'm still a freaking Pan-Africanist. I still like these Rwandese. I still have human heart. I'm still the son of God. You understand? They just piss me off and then I come at them. No one hates Rwandese. No one hates Rwandese. We don't actually hate you. You just piss us off. You are right, whoever said that. You just piss us off. So anyway, your freaking RDF has been freaking sanctioned. Yeah. U.S. Department of Treasury, of the Treasury. Where is he? Where is his face? His face is there anyway. The dude. Let's go here. Let's go here. There's his face. Besant. He said, real sanctions them, man. They're freaking lying out here. The audacity that these freaking Rwandese had to come to what? What's the name of that building where Trump was seated with Felix Tshisekedi and Paul Kagame, where they actually signed on the 4th of December the Washington Accord? There's something Donald J. Trump Peace Building or something like that. Institution of Peace, the Donald J. Trump Institution of Peace. That was the first day that they actually inaugurated that freaking building. The day before, on the 3rd of December, 2025, that's when they actually put Donald Trump's name on there. The first one, you Africans, you go and you shit on it like that. The first time they gave you Africans a seat. They gave you Africans honor. They could have decided to say, no, we'll open it when some white folks are brought in here. They could have said that. Do you understand what I'm saying? They could have said, no, why must we use these black people? The first time we opened this prestigious building and we put Donald Trump's name on it. Let's wait until some white folks need some peace anywhere else. Let's wait for Russia and Ukraine, however long it takes. They could have said that. Yes. But they said, no, let's give it to the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda. And then you come and you do what? You shit on it. The peace deal doesn't hold. The Washington Accord doesn't hold. Why didn't it hold? Because of this Rwanda. Not because of the creme de la creme. Am I lying, people? Oh, my friends. I see some little Rwandese pouring in now. Let me warn you all as you are here now. You're talking to a bulletproof type of guy, huh? I don't feel your small little comments here. Yeah, and you have to do yourself a favor, Rwandese, especially if it's your freaking first time here. Respect yourself. Respect yourself. If it's your first time here and you've never addressed me before and I don't remember your name, you have to put a sir there first. Sir rules. Sir rules. Okay, Rwandi boy. Randy guy, this is a freaking masterclass. Like I said on one of those freaking TikToks that I received, I said, Rwandese actually need to pay a freaking subscription fee before they join my live. Do you understand the cockiness? Do you understand the arrogance if that's what you're freaking looking for? Do you want me to give you something to talk about? Do you want to insult something? I'm very freaking arrogant up in here, this particular Mwanamboka. You show some freaking respect in the comment section, boy. Because you are here for free. You don't have the freaking guts to even have your freaking profile picture there. And it's your country that's in the wrong here. It's your freaking RDF that's sanctioned here. This is Congo, the type you've never seen before, the type you never knew existed. We are here, we out here. With all the backing from God himself. God said, go and talk to them. They're not used to that. Understand what I'm saying? We are decent folks. We are decent folks. Jojo, don't copy-paste again. I know you're a lady, you're a Rwanda girl, but don't copy-paste again. Okay, Jojo? The rules doesn't like it when you come to his live and you start copy-pasting. You've said it, the rules is a freaking genius. The rules has already seen your freaking comment and he's already read it, okay? The rules will choose if the rules will entertain your comment. You coming out here and wanting to freaking copy-paste and repaste it and repaste it, you're only going to piss the rules off. And if you piss him off, he'll freaking block you. Appreciate the fact that you are on live with somebody who's completely freaking real and raw and authentic with your ass. You understand what I'm saying? No copy pasting. That one irritates me to the freaking core. I'm all about robust conversations. Let's have a robust, engaging conversation out here, but be respectful, respect others, and don't copy paste. Oh, this is not. I don't know how to speak Kinyarwanda. Frick's sake, I have to say it in Kinyarwanda. Oh. Anywho, let me tell you something, Patrick. Olo, how old are you? Look, you Olo, haven't I appeared on your freaking For You page? You haven't heard that tone. You haven't heard the freaking delivery. Is it your first time to be here? Are you lost? You really honestly think that particular individuals that lands on your freaking FYP, you should address as, let me tell you something, Patrick. And I will listen to you. Okay, please tell me. That's what you're expecting. You're expecting, okay, please tell me what you want to say. Huh? Watch it. Hey, these boys. Bobby Wine is the elected president of Uganda. Yes, he is. Let's go back to Rwanda and the fact that they've been sanctioned. Nice. I like that. Like I said before at the beginning of this freaking live, I feel better now. Our work has come far. We've come far as the Congolese people, as true patriots, real manambokas, defenders of the Congolese community. Ooh, as boldness as we are, you understand what I'm saying? As fearless as we are, we come out here on the freaking daily to speak and advocate for our country. True patriotism that doesn't give a crap whether you like what we're saying or not. That's out here to only speak truth, to defend the nation. At the expense of people talking crap in the freaking comment section. We don't give a crap. We've been waiting for days like this every single time. Just like a few weeks ago, not a few weeks, a few days ago, right? Last week when Willie Ngoma was what? Droned upon, we celebrated. Make no freaking mistake about it here. We celebrated. We are waiting for the ultimate freaking goal. We will celebrate. We will pop champagne right here. Not a cheap one, huh? Not a cheap one. The best type. The best, the one you've never had before. The creme de la creme type. For 3 decades, over 20 million Congolese have been robbed of their lives. Highness of Notes, a group of people that we had mercy on since 1994 because they went through a freaking a genocide. Between them, they call themselves Rwandese. Within themselves, apparently different types of ethnicity groups. Extremist Hutus, they refer to one, Tutsis the other. But us, we the creme de la creme, we took them in. We had mercy on them. Why? Because their streets was filled with death. Bodies all over the freaking place with the creme de la creme said, come in. All 3 million of you, you can come in. Sleep on gold. You're welcome. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch our sexy women. But no, like I said before, you have to act randy. You had to act randy. Okay. Scott Bessent sworn in as the 79th Secretary of the Department of Treasury. Department of Treasury, what a freaking role, huh? That is a big job. You handle the money. You know how much money the United States has. That's nice. Released on the 2nd of December, on the 2nd of February. 2nd of February. I said December. Okay, March. You see, I said December 1st because Washington Accord. Yes. And I said February because Valentine's Day was too good. My mind is still thinking February. Instead, I need to catch up. It was both good news. It was good news in December. That's why my tongue said December. It was good news in February. That's yes. Okay, it's March. On the 2nd of March, where I am right now, Randy, I have to say yesterday. Okay, Randy? You're dealing with brains here, huh? Yesterday, the 2nd of March, 2026, they released it. The sanctions on your freaking RDF. So where is this Patrick? Betty. Wouldn't you want to know? Treasury sanctions Rwanda officials, condemns blatant violations of the Washington Peace Accord. Yes, you have to sanction them because they think they can come to Washington, sign anything like they signed in Sun City, in Nairobi, and then go back home and just instruct the freaking proxy baby M23, go to Uvira. They thought they could come there and just shit on your Donald Trump's signature. You have to show them, America. America, you cannot let peanut country come out here and shit on your signature. You have to sanction them to the freaking core. You are America. Don't let small little countries like this come at you like this with such disrespect. They can't come up here, sign a war, and then you, Donald Trump, you go on stage around the freaking globe and you say, I've ended that war. But then the peanut country comes out here and violates it. And the peanut country is acting like, who's Donald Trump? Who's Washington? We can do whatever we'll do. They just talk. They're nothing. Museveni is even coming out here to say, America is strong in the air, America is strong at sea, but on land we'll take them on. Are you going to take that kind of language, America? Are you going to take that kind of language? You have to ginger America. As the mediator, as the strategic partner that the Democratic Republic of Congo has signed the biggest, most expensive, most valuable deal, US-Africa deal in history, with critical minerals. The biggest critical minerals, any deal that the US has ever signed with any African country is this one we signed. That involves critical minerals. Hey, by the way, we are partners, huh? Felix Tshisekedi is not a puppet of America. That's what you freaking Africans are used to. Because your leaders, your heads of states have always been puppets. Felix Tshisekedi first refused to sign when they were having that UN summit in New York. He was being told to sign. Then he said no. I need guarantees. What do you think Trump calls him? You are a brave man. On stage at the National Prayers Breakfast, what do you think Trump was referring to? Felix Tshisekedi as a brave man. We are no puppets of America. We the creme de la creme, we Congo. They are our partners now. We don't give a crap what you say, you Africans that are used to having puppets. This is a strategic partnership on mutual freaking grounds. That's why Felix Tshisekedi first did not sign. And now he's signing. Puppets are not recognized like that. Please stand up, Mr. President. Please stand up. They don't recognize puppets like that. What you talking here? This is the creme de la creme. If you are an African, you need to do yourself a favor. You need to just start cheering that we, the Congolese people, we truly, truly get our security in order. We improve on our governance. Felix Tshisekedi is currently draining the swamp of all the corrupt puppets that were in the Congolese government. We call a spade. You understand what I'm saying? That Joseph Kabila, that Rwandi, the one that we condemned to death, remember? That one. The one who used to work with your supposed excellency with Paul Kagame for 18 years. Those are the years that Kigali, that Rwanda managed to build itself. Whatever it is that you see in Rwanda now was mostly built during those 18 years of Joseph Kabila as the what? The head of state of Congo. He was a partner to Kagame. The audacity of that Joseph Kabila to come back to Congo through Rwanda. You don't know where it's Kinshasa. If you did nothing wrong, you Joseph Kabila, if you're a good and honest individual, a head of state, a former head of state, when you tried to come back to Congo, you should have come through the freaking front door. You're coming through the back door like you freaking late out here, like you stole something. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. What the freaking hell was that, coming here through the freaking east? We're here to see you. Shut up, please. Shut up, you traitor. You built nothing in your 18 years. Traitors out here. And what is this about this freaking Willy Ngoma? We will still talk about him, you understand? Calm the freaking hell down. Apparently he's a Rwandi. This one was posing to be a Congolese. He changed his name. His name is not even like, it's not spelled or pronounced like that. He's a Rwandi. You Rwandis, if you're a Rwandi, you must stick to being Rwandi. Don't be a Rwandi, or don't say that somebody is a Congolese when they are a Rwandi. Because when we get them and we judge them according to Congolese laws, and if we give them the freaking death sentence, you will always know in your freaking conscience that we just condemned the Rwandi according to Congolese laws. Because that Willy Ngoma, if we caught him, we would have judged him according to Congolese laws. But then you corporates back in that Rwanda, you'd be like, you know that one is actually a Rwandi that they're condemned. Like, that's the sweet part. That's the sweet part. That for me, that is, you see, a drone is too quick also. It's too quickly what? A drone is too quick. You need to catch him, you need to judge him. You want to see that humiliation first. You catch the guy, that Nanga. Please do not drone Nanga. Catch him. You catch him, you make him sit there at that wooden bench. You know, Congo's got quotes that they will use just to demoralize you. They will use quotes just to make you feel like this is what your life has come down to. They judge you on that quote that's outside. Sit on that rusty bench. That's where you're being judged. And this rusty, you want to be taken inside? Are you out of your freaking mind? We've already made up minds about you. This is just protocol. This is just a freaking process. These are formalities. You're going to be judged here. Here? Yes. But it's raining. Yes. Bingo. You're not going inside the building. Are you out of your freaking mind? Who do you think you are? You sit on that freaking bench like those Koluna boys. You see those individuals that try to coup. They try to coup. Yeah. What was the name of that one? Makanga or something like that. You guys know that boy who tried to coup and then they got unalived. And the American boys that were also a part of it or whatever. Yeah. Yes. You see the way they judge those boys? Outside. That's what we need. That's the picture I have for Nanga. You catch him, you put him there. You put him in shorts. Okay. No stick. Hey, playing games here. You think we're going to not have fun with this? Out of your freaking mind. Okay, let's go back here. Let's read here. Sanctions support peace in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Yeah. Washington today, 2nd of March, 2026. The U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control imposed sanctions on the Rwanda Defence Force, RDF, the military of Rwanda, and 4 of its senior officials. The RDF is actively supporting, training, and fighting alongside the March 24 movement, M23. I have to put there with my own words, rebels. I have to remind you freaking people, those are not freedom fighters, those are rebels. A US and United Nations sanctioned armed group responsible for human rights abuses and a mass displacement crisis in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. The RDF has supported M23 as it seized territory in eastern DRC, including provincial capitals Goma and Bukavu, along with strategic mining sites in eastern DRC. M23's offensives would not have been possible without the active support and complicity of the RDF and key senior officials. Whatever it is that we've been able to see M23 accomplish would not have been possible without the active, there's words here, huh? There's English. You must listen to every freaking word. It's here for a purpose. Without the active, this is not a silent partner, huh? It's not a silent partner like in entrepreneurship or in business term. This is a silent partner. I'll just put some money in there, go and open up a freaking barber shop. I don't want to run it. I don't want to deal with the operations. No, this is a freaking active supporter. Talking about Rwanda here. I'm talking about Paul Kagame. Active support and complicit of the RDF and key senior officials. Don't say we're lying. After I've read that freaking part, that section, you Rwandese of bad quality, don't come up here and say the rules, you're lying, you're just reading anything. They just wrote anything. They wrote it. And they have every right to sound like this. They have every right to have written this because of what? On the 22nd of January, Makantabana, Rwandi, your ambassador in Washington, D.C., released a freaking letter where she said, and I quote, "For this reason, Rwanda does engage in security coordination with AFC M23. That's what they said there. They're saying we're sanctioning you because you wrote that. You admitted. Mm-hmm. Shut up. What is it? Shut up. Respect yourself enough to keep quiet in the comment section. Respect yourself enough to not say anything. Don't say anything. If you're a Rwandi, don't say anything. Rwandis of good quality will just keep quiet. They won't put their freaking 2 cents out here. Because I'll tell you why. You need to somehow still remain a patriot of your Rwanda. You can't forsake them. You, Rwandis of good quality, let me advise you. Let the rules do this. Okay, Gen Zs, I'm older than you. Listen. You need to respect. You still need to be patriots of your country. So, don't say anything. You just have to know within yourself, we effed up here. Our regime is out here freaking doing the criminal acts. We effed up here. And you just let it be. And you just let the rules go on. And talk like this. And raise awareness. Okay? Because this is the truth. You're in Congo committing atrocities and looting. It's the freaking truth. Your RDF. On top of this, are you shocked by these sanctions? Because suppose Paul Kagame came out here to say, I don't know where my troops are. You don't know where your troops are. Well, your troops are out here committing freaking... We'll tell you where your troops are. They're in East Congo. They're freaking looting. They're fighting alongside M23. We're going to freaking sanction them. Senior officials to the freaking core. What? Argue, please. Sign a freaking petition. There's a freaking section here. Sign a petition. Look here. Argue. Just argue first. Rwanda. Oh my God. You citizens also. You don't want people to think of pulling a Maduro. You can see the times we're living in. It's not a freaking joke. They just want to wait until it's too late. It's not a freaking joke. You see what happened there in Venezuela. You see what's going on in the freaking Middle East. You see what happened in Mexico. That drug cartel guy. There's individuals to be dealt with, apparently, when you look at the stuff. Every freaking month. Every month. So don't be foolish. Marco Rubio was the funny one. We came out here to say, we gave Maduro a lot of chances. He could have been on the beach somewhere, enjoying his life. But no, he wanted to play big boy. We keep telling these people, do not play around with the 47th president. He's out here He says, if you remember the statement by, what's his name? The Secretary of War.
Oh, yeah.
Pete Hegseth or whatever. He says, hey, if you're going to do this to America, if you're going to disrespect America, if you're going to say this about America, we're going to hunt you down and we're going to kill you. We will not hesitate. We're going to hunt you down and we're going to kill you. You think you're going to come to freaking Washington, sign, and then play around? This is not Obama. Huh? Oh, are you people blind? Are you people blind? God has it in a way that that particular individual that has the freaking ability to come out here and not even think about it and just act like that. That guy's just in love with Felix Tshisekedi. That guy's just in love with the creme de la creme with Congo. Yeah, Makantabana had admitted to what is being said here. President Trump is the peace president. I'm sure a lot of people are going, oh, what the freaking hell are you talking about? Because of what's happening in the Middle East. In the Middle East. Because of what's happening there in the Middle East. A lot of people are probably going, oh, what are you talking about? President Trump is the peace president, and Treasury will use all tools at its disposal to ensure that the parties of the Washington Accords uphold their obligations. All tools. So this America that created this GPS, this America that created the internet, that freaking WhatsApp is American. This America that's out here controlling almost every tech, says it will use every tools at its disposal to make sure and to ensure that these puppets uphold their obligations. Yo, it's not fair. It's not fair. It's basically shut up, do this. Because you don't want them to use every tools. You don't want them to start picking and saying, bring out the B2 spirit. I have to use B2 spirit as an example because you people know about that. But you don't want them to use every tool. They just want to say, hey, you see, the moment they signed, that's why I respect Massad Bolos when he was having his interview with France 24. Massad Bolos said, look how far we've come. Today, even as we talk about this, at least we have the Washington Accord. It's a tangible document. We have the Washington Accord. It's a tangible document. That is a very powerful document. Signed. The president of Congo committed. The president of Rwanda committed. Donald J. Trump, the president of the US, committed. This is a very powerful document. And indeed it is. Indeed it is. That's why I like this particular sentence here that says, the Treasury will use all tools at its disposal to ensure that the parties, meaning the Democratic Republic of Congo, the creme de la creme, the richest country on the freaking planet, DRC, and that peanut country next door, the aggressors, the one whose fault it is that we are actually even freaking reading this document, the ones who have been sanctioned, that Rwanda, the DRC and Rwanda, that the parties to the Washington Accord signed on the 4th of December 2025 uphold their obligations, said Secretary of the Treasury Scott Bessent. We expect the immediate withdrawal of Rwanda Defence Forces troops, weapons and equipment. It's English. That is what he said, huh? We expect the immediate, hey, there's no time to think, withdrawal of Rwanda Defence Forces, troops, weapons, and equipment. We're expecting it, huh? We don't want to say this again. Just, I'm going to pray that you disrespect this, that you don't follow this. Rwanda, I'm going to pray that you don't immediately withdraw. You understand what I'm saying? We the Congolese people, we the Moramboka, this particular Patrick rules, will make sure that just wants you people to I don't know, play big boy. Play big boy, don't withdraw. After sanctions and all this, and we say in inverted comma here, we expect the immediate withdrawal of Rwanda Defence Force troops, equipment, and with weapons or whatever. Please don't. Believe you can still do some crap. Like one fool was saying here, M23 is bombing Kisangani, M23 is doing... Yes, continue to do it. You can do it. You can do it. Continue to do it. Don't listen to this. We're going to pray that you violate this, that you don't listen here. I want you to treat these sanctions like your Kagame treated it. Sanctions, 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 sanctions. Yes, act like that. These are just sanctions, 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 sanctions. Go on with your merry life. Stay in Kung. Continue to disrespect the territorial integrity of the DRC. Forget about this document, man. They're just talking crap. That's what we want you people to do. And that April, I like that April because it's like, it maybe to be a good gift. So you people disrespect this, please. Let me see what they're saying in the comment section here, because I'm not watching your comments, people. I'm out there reading for you people. Oh my God. Oh my God. Real talk, bro. Pure seduction says. It's real talk. This is real talk. We Ugandan youth, we're gonna fight the regime of Museveni until our last breath. We admire you people. That's the only way. Dictators do not leave power willingly. Definitely not through freaking elections. People who've been in freaking power for 40 years don't come up here and say, oh, I lost the election. Oh, sorry, that was a good run. And they move away. No, they'll do the utmost freaking best to come up here and suppress people and hunt down people, take over people's homes like they're doing with Bobby Wine, and do whatever they have to do in the utmost freaking power to remain in power. They don't remember that life when they were never in power. We're talking about 40 years here. Museveni will never willingly go. I know he told you people this will be his last freaking term. That's a freaking lie. You voted, apparently, according to them. There's still fools out here who still vote for these regimes. Can you believe there are still fools out here who voted for Paul Biya? Because those ones are probably extended family members of loyalists that are around Paul Biya or Museveni. Whenever anyone comes out here to try to defend any one of these freaking dictators, you must know that this particular individual is probably somehow connected to this freaking regime. A cousin of the cousin of the cousin of the so and so. You're eating there, huh? That's why you want that freaking regime that has never done anything for your country to remain there. You people, we know you. Equatorial Guinea, since 1975, the Obiangs, they've been in freaking power. They supposed vice president does what? Flies around on freaking private jets. My friend, please. Please. Days after President J. Trump hosted DRC President Felix Tshisekedi and Rwandan President Paul Kagame for the signing of the joint declaration on the Washington Accords for Peace and Prosperity, the Washington Accord, M23 captured Uvira, a strategic city located along the DRC-Burundi border. This military offensive resulted in civilian deaths and forced thousands of residents to flee their homes. Despite its subsequent exit from Uvira, M23's continued presence near the border with Burundi and the RDF's continued support for M23 carries the risk of escalating the conflict into broader regional war. In a joint statement issued by the International Contact Group for the Great Lakes, the United States denounced M23 and RDF military operations and called on the RDF to withdraw from Eastern DRC. But they didn't listen. The Rwanda Defence Force has provided direct operational support to M23 and its affiliates. The RDF has introduced advanced military equipment to the battlefield in Eastern DRC, including GPS jamming systems, air defense equipment, drones, and additional material. Thousands of RDF troops are deployed across Eastern DRC, where they actively engage in combat operations and facilitate M23's control of territory. The RDF also provides training to M23 fighters at RDF military centers and supports its recruitment efforts, including the recruitment of refugees. With support from the RDF, M23 has engaged in extrajudicial unalivings, arbitrary arrests, and torture. In January 2025, the RDF carried out attacks against Congolese armed forces, the Southern African Development Community Mission in the DRC, and offensive positions of the UN Organization Stabilization Mission in DRC. In exchange for its support for M23, Rwanda has gained access to mineral-rich areas of eastern DRC that contribute to the financing of M23's armed rebellion. If we were in Congo for the minerals, we would be 100 times richer by now. Your Excellency, if we were in Congo for the minerals, we would be 100 times richer by now. You're arguing with people who created the internet. Paul Kagame. You're getting on national TV. Okay, Paul Kagame, you don't know where your troops are. This document is saying RDF is there working alongside M23, who are also controlling and having access to these rich mineral areas. Why don't you just take that as the truth, since you don't know where your RDFs are? Why are you arguing? You don't know where your troops are. We are telling you where the troops are. You should be like, oh, really? They were doing this? I need to fire them. Because you didn't know. Paul Kagame, are the Rwandan troops in DRC? I don't know. Okay, well, we know where they are. They're working with M23 and they are securing all these freaking rich minerals areas. We know. So what are you going to do about it? We are the people who created the internet. We are telling you, we can see them here. Arrogance is also the fact that most of you people who use the internet, America created it. America created this freaking GPS that they're talking about here. And they said, take, and you think they give you everything. They can see me through this freaking thing right here, if they wanted to. All they need is just this freaking IP address, which they have. Doesn't matter what freaking VPN. They can bypass that freaking thing. What you talking? That shit would be illegal to sell. That shit would be illegal. Everybody's just out here with the capability of making sure that you're anonymous. Nobody knows where you are. But it's just because they want to bypass certain laws so that you can defend yourself, but you need to have a great freaking lawyer that can come out here and say, but actually, how did you know that? You are not supposed to know. And then you can sue that VPN company. Hey, I paid a subscription for this. How come they... No, sorry, this is matters of national security. Well, why didn't you put that in the freaking clause? At the end of the freaking day. So when you come out and you say, I don't know, who you think you're fooling? That's how America will be out here. Donald Trump had a press conference today to give an update also about what? Operation Epic Fury. Is it Epic Fury? Epic Fury. The other one was what? Midnight Hammer. Midnight Hammer. Ooh. Midnight Hammer. Midnight Hammer. And this one is Operation Epic Fury. What stood out to me during that press conference or whatever that ceremony that they were having there where they were acknowledging certain folks is how nonchalant Donald Trump was. Donald Trump is out here nonchalant, talking about freaking curtains. He's talking about curtains, about the freaking new building, the ballroom that they're building there. Meantime, there's chaos in the freaking Middle East. People are freaking stranded. There are no flights. There are no this. People are being shit scared out here because missiles are flying left, right, and centers. Drones. This particular dude, he's talking about freaking curtains. He's not worried. They just did that, what they did over there. But he's talking about freaking curtains. Where did they get that kind of confidence? That's because they said, we've released something called the internet. Take. Don't ever make the mistake to think we've given you everything. The fact that they can conduct these operations in one day. It's crazy, huh? What were they saying when they took Maduro? When we landed there with discombobulated everything. All of their freaking equipment couldn't work. And he was living in a freaking base. We took him. We didn't lose any equipment. We didn't lose any personnel. We just took him. Him and his wife. Huh? How? The machine wasn't working. You discombobulated the whole freaking thing. What you talking? What kind of technology is that? You sending WhatsApp here. One tick. Oh, it's delivered. You walk. It's a blue tick. It's a blue tick. Oh, it's a blue tick. I sent you a WhatsApp. You sent the WhatsApp, huh? Okay, you sent the WhatsApp. Paul Kagame, they're saying that your RDF has been working with M23. Now just imagine the many times that your Minister of Foreign Affairs, that Olivier in Rwanda, would come out here and just lie every single time. The Congolese people have their own issues. Like one fool I saw in the comment section. There they go again. Never believe anything that comes out of the mouth of a freaking Rwandi. These people are out here to loot. Their survival depends on them looting from Congo. Without Kivu, without the natural resources of Congo, what is Rwanda? They don't have shit there but cows. Nothing. Your best hope is for you people to just play good so that we can integrate you economically. Because you don't have any mineral. That's why you are becoming a sports nation. Wellness. Wellness only. Vincent Nyakarundi, a Rwandan national, is the Army Chief of Staff of RDF. Nyakarundi is a senior commander of the Rwandan Army's land forces, which have conducted military operations in support of M23. Ruki Karusisi, a Rwandan national, is a Major General and commander of the RDF's 5th Infantry Division. He was previously a Special Operations Force commander and oversaw military operations in support of M23. Mubarakh Muganga, a Rwandan national, is the RDF's Chief of Defence Staff. Before being appointed to this role in June 2023, Muganga served as the RDF's Army Chief of Staff, during which time he played a key role in planning operations and commanding RDF's forces in Eastern DRC. Stanislas Gashugi, a Rwandan national, was appointed as the RDF Special Operations Forces Commander on March 15th, 2025, replacing Karusisi. These names. The RDF is being designated pursuant to Executive Order EO 13413 as amended by EO 13671 for being responsible for or complicit in or having engaged in directly or indirectly actions or policies that threaten the peace, security, or stability of the DRC, and for having materially assisted, sponsored, or provided financial, material, logistical, or technological support for or goods or services in support of M23. They're accusing you of all of the above. Just put it that way. Nyakarundi, Karusisi, Muganga, and Gashugi are being designated pursuant to EO 13413 as amended for being leaders of the RDF an entity that has or whose members have been responsible for or complicit in or has engaged in directly or indirectly actions or policies that threaten the peace, security, or stability of the DRC. This is victory for us, the creme de la creme. By the way, this truth. And you must know, America is happy to release these things because America wants this thing to be done and dusted. They want you people to immediately withdraw from the creme de la creme. We need to have a safe working environment as the American private sector moves into the DRC so that we can do business. Those are our strategic partners. We don't have time for rebels or different freaking armed forces, RDF, on our territory. It's time to go home. 30 years of looting is enough. Years of looting is enough, Haina. It's the truth. Look here. If you've been fighting for something for a long time, and then you start seeing signs in the particular year called 2026, you start seeing signs of progress for your fights. Wouldn't you deliver it with a sense of je ne sais quoi, like I'm doing? We are happy to be seeing this. This is progress. We are getting somewhere. Hopefully, some of our people will be repatriated back. They'll start to go back to where they belong, to their homes, those freaking places, those villages where they belong, the ancestral land. These freaking rebels came out here working with foreign powers out here and then displacing these people who belong in that ancestral land. You come out here, you intimidate people, you terrorize them with your freaking machine guns until you force these people out of their ancestral land so that you can freaking mine, you thief. When all of this is in order, they can go back there to normal life. And if you supposed Banyamulenge, you want to experience something with such significance, you must go back to Rwanda. There's no such thing as Tutsi Congolais. Yes. Where am I now? Oh, sanctions implications. As a result of today's action, all property and interest in property of the designated or blocked persons described above that are in the United States or in the possession or control of U.S. persons are blocked and must be reported to OFAC. In addition, any entities that are owned directly or indirectly, you must know that indirectly part, huh? Oh, I'm going to put it in his name. I'm going to put it in her name. I'm going to put it in my mother's name. Hey, what do you think that indirectly part stands for? Hey, individually or in the aggregate, 50% or more by one or more blocked persons or also blocked, unless authorized by a general or specific license issued by OFAC or exempt OFAC's regulations, generally prohibited all transactions by U.S. persons or within or transiting the United States that involved any property or interest in property of blocked persons. Violations of U.S. sanctions may result in the impositions of civil criminal penalties on the U.S. and foreign persons. Non-U.S. persons are also prohibited from causing or conspiring to cause U.S. persons to wittingly or unwittingly violate U.S. sanctions, as well as engaging in conduct that evades U.S. sanctions. Some of these ones, they don't even give a crap about these sanctions. That's why that Kagame can come out here. Sanction. I'm an African. I will live in these jungles. The food is organic here. I don't need anything there no more. Sanction. You are just being foolish. So these Africans, they don't even crap. They've moved their stuff away from that freaking US, if they have any. It's just that they can't use any SWIFT in their name. You cannot. How are you going to do it? Anyway, it's good. It's good that they've sanctioned them. It's good that they've sanctioned you, but me, I just wanted that Kagame to be sanctioned. That's what everybody was asking. Can we put sanctions on Kagame himself? Yes, it's possible. They're just giving you another chance because they want this thing. Because you still need to be able to do certain things. Because if they sanction you, you can start to use it as a freaking excuse not to fulfill this Washington Accord. Yes. Mm-hmm. You, Kigali, I'll block you if you copy paste here again, huh? Kagame is not sanctioned yet. RDF is sanctioned. The top 4 guys. Okay, my people, thank you very much for joining. It's been cool. It's been real. Things to do now. Appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Congolo. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate you. Yeah, it's been real. It's been fun. We appreciate you all. Much love. Catch you next time. Later. Bye.